Hey guys, I'm going live. Hopefully it'll kick in here in a second. Let me know at the moment that you hear my voice. I see on my laptop it's kicking in. Guys, it's Friday night and we're going live. What y'all think? There they are. Hey, Mammy. Lorna. Lorna's in the house. Just getting adjusted here. Who else we got in here? I saw Dave. Dave gave me a great intro. I don't need to say anything. He got me. You hear me? All right. Hey, Carol. Nice. Good evening, Tana. Cheryl. Sherry. Easy squeezy. Man, you made it right at the beginning, didn't you? Anthony's here. Good. I'm glad it sounds good. Oh, yeah, hey, before we get started on anything else, hey, Lois, I got Lois bought me a Diet Pepsi. Thank you, Lois. From Great Britain. Has an exchange rate when you go through PayPal. I think you send $3, I thought, and it comes across as like 401 or something like that. So that's kind of like a bonus, I think, for the exchange rate. Aliru. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, I'm glad you made it here. Good. Okay, $3. So see, sometimes that coming over to the American currency, it fluctuates because you've bought me quite a few Diet Pepsis now. I think it's probably you've helped encourage my addiction. But yeah, that exchange rate, it always comes over a little bit more, so that's a bonus. I use that for the double stuffed Oreos. Hey, let's talk about that ground beef, that can of ground beef I was talking about the other day from Keystone. So believe it or not, remember it was $20 a can? And that's legit, folks. And look, Lorna's having that problem because she sent me an email with a screenshot, and she literally cannot buy a can of Keystone for under $20. That's just how it is in her region, her area. Mine was like that, just like her screenshot, but I kept watching, and they changed the price as soon as they lowered it back to the $6.28. And I think it's Walmart getting it back in stock because there are third-party vendors, I'm learning. And as soon as it would drop back to the $6.28 price, I jumped on it, and I bought up another 6 cans. So I'm just trying to keep it flowing, keeping the stock going. So yeah, $6.28 at your Walmart. And see, if they carried it in my Walmart, I probably wouldn't be having any issues at all. But our Walmart here locally does not carry that exact one, not the ground beef. They have the some of the others, but not the ground beef. So I have some. They'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow being shipped. So I've got the email, and I locked it in for the lower price. And hey, now's the time to get them while you can, because look, we don't know. We don't know what's changing. Hey, Candace, Kelly. Yeah, shrinking. There's shrinkflation going on everywhere. It's real. Hey, you saw my thumbnail, right? Now hiring, help wanted. Hey, Glenn, I just saw you're on here too, buddy. Excuse me. Okay, Glenn said that Walmart online in his area is limiting to the 2 cans per order. Hey, look, a lot of people are out buying it right now, so I could see how that's now starting to cause them to either run out or put limits. Yeah, Tana, exactly. Yeah, our Walmart, same thing. And then Miranda's like, theirs don't carry any of the Keystone. Had to go to Iowa. Hey, do what you gotta do. Hey, Kelly. Frugal living out west. Our Walmart's out of beef and chicken. So, look, and I've been here this last couple weeks. I've been getting more emails from you guys, meaning all of the subscribers here at House of Prep. I've been starting to get more emails than normal. Just lots of little things going on. I just got one a little while ago. I forgot her name. I don't know if she's on here. She just sent me like literally half an hour ago. Her Walmart had hung a sign. They're limiting certain returns on things. Just odd things. Just a lot of little odd things going on. I received an email. Speaking of restaurants, she emailed me a copy of a restaurant. I can't remember what state it was. Having to send out a notice and hanging a notice for their customers. They regret to inform that they're raising prices because their prices are going up, and they hate to do it. And they promise that if the prices ever go back down for purchasing food and things, the restaurant prices will go back down. I don't see it going back down, but it's just showing restaurants now are passing on the buck. They're passing the buck. They're passing the price increases on to us as consumers. You see the help wanted signs everywhere. I see them. I see my local restaurants having to close shifts, whether it's the dining room, maybe they're open for the morning, but then they're closed for the evening. Reason being, they just don't have enough people. There's just a lot of variables right now. Their prices are going up. They don't have enough employees. I foresee small businesses starting to have to close up if they can't compete. If they cannot keep their doors open, if they don't have enough help or they can't afford to buy the food anymore. I was kind of watching a little bit of a video earlier. I know some of you guys raise chickens for eggs and such, right? Dave, I know you do. I saw someone just frustrated talking about how they no longer can afford to produce their own eggs anymore because the feed just keeps going up. The cost of taking care of their animals just keeps going up and up and up. And they're getting frustrated. I get text messages and emails from you guys, and Dave has sent me some, just showing how the feed prices are going up, even with coupons. The cost of buying things for your animals just keeps going up. All right, I got my lovely assistant Joy here pointing something. Which one?
Aliru.
All right, Aliru's got something here. Hold on, let me pull it up here. See, I'll start chatting, boy, and I'll get going. Aliru says, this is a side note of community and prepping. My father died unexpectedly this week. The funeral was yesterday. I am here for community tonight more than anything else. Thanks, Aliru. Look, I am so sorry. Wow, that sucks. I didn't see that. I'm glad my wife pointed that out, Aliru. Yeah, hey, that's what we're here for. Let's take a minute and just love on Aliru for a second, everybody. Just send her a heart, send her a prayer. Aliru, we're praying for you and your family. I promise you that. I hate to hear that you had that loss in your family. Means a lot that you came here for our little group to kind of get some support. But you know that we're here. So I hate to hear that. Sorry. That means, that's rough when you lose when you have a lost, especially a father, and then fresh out of the funeral was yesterday. So Aliru, your thoughts and prayers are with us. Hang in there. So I know it's going to be rough for a little while, and you'll have memories and such, but we appreciate you being here. You mean a lot to our community, Aliru. So thanks for being here tonight. Just enjoy it. Enjoy being here. Just enjoy don't worry, we'll have some laughs. We'll make you laugh tonight, Aliru. We'll have a good time. So you just kind of hang in there and just enjoy. Like I said, just don't worry about talking shop if you don't feel like it. Just have some fun. All right, this is for you tonight. So just have some fun. Yeah. So I'm reading. I'm reading some of the other comments here real quick. No dented cans when you go into the store and pick your own. Yeah, Luan. Yeah, absolutely. Part of the risk that I run, and when I have to get something shipped or something that I can't find local, is the dented cans. And look, I'm not bashful. I'll return them if I have to, if they're bad. But if there's something that I can use fairly quickly, and I think ground beef, if I get those dented a little bit, I can use them up pretty quick as long as they're still sealed and they don't pop or anything like that. I have heard some horror stories, so I'm waiting. So yeah, the shipment's coming tomorrow, so I'll get that shipment, and I still haven't tested the pork out, so I'm hoping to get a chance to maybe with the kids again and do maybe a taste test, not just with the pork alone, but I'm talking about maybe dipping the pork into some different sauces and stuff, kind of up their game a little bit. I let them off the hook easy last time. All they had to do was just try meat. So we try out some of that Keystone maybe on another video this weekend. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, dented cans from Walmart. Yeah, I think that's what they save all their dented cans. I'm like, okay, when an order comes in, you guys use these dented cans to fill the orders because nobody's buying them from off the shelf. We have a higher chance of getting these sold. That's what it seems like anyway. Yeah, Mammy. Hey, we tried it right out of the can. All right, we were in a survival situation. I was like, kids, we're here, we're surviving. Maybe we're out and I pulled this can out of our get home bag or something, and we're going to eat this meat right out of the can. So no time to warm it. We need protein, we need some energy, and we need it right now. Yeah, I promise you, I'll warm it for them this time. All right. They paid their dues.
Lindsay wants to know what the best Keystone meat is. What do you think the best?
Lindsay was asking about the best Keystone meat. Mm-hmm. Look, I like probably the beef, whether it's the what do they call the other one? Just the regular beef. It's almost like a pot roast.
Beef,
yeah, it's like a roast beef, like a pot roast type beef, or the hamburger meat. But those were both good. We turned, we making them into sandwiches or tacos or whatever. But yeah, those would probably be my go-to, even over chicken. I have not tried the pork yet, so I could make me a nice barbecue pork sandwich, and that might be it.
They're telling you to warm it up this time for the kids.
But yeah, that's what I was seeing. A lot of people saying warm it up. So I said I'm going to have them maybe try some of that tiger sauce. Oh yeah, there it is, easy squeezy, tiger sauce on the pork. That's right. I got to have the kids try some of that tiger sauce. So. Yeah, Dave said he eats the Kroger chicken breast straight out of the can. Hey, sometimes you got to do it, man. Sometimes you just got to go with it. But back to the restaurants, we were talking about the thumbnail, help wanted. How many of you guys are seeing and experiencing restaurants, maybe in your area or nearby areas, or some of your family talking about it, experiencing the restaurants looking for help but can't fully open or have all their shifts because they don't have enough employees? We have a local gas station that does a phenomenal breakfast. They have their own buffet line with some tables. You go in there. They've done it for years and years. They've had it, and you get breakfast, lunch. They through the dinner. My wife came home one day and said, "Hey, they had to say they have to shut down by a certain time," and she was finding out that they don't have enough workers, and they had been doing that for years. Yeah, Jane Doe said, looks like a lot of the students are now working. So yeah, if the students are getting back into the workforce, that's going to help keep these places open probably. We're kind of in your boat. We don't eat out all the time, but when we kind of go out, we kind of are noticing that there's still some issues. Well, Candace says everything but essentials are still closed in your area. Oh, wow. So they're still
What area?
struggling there. Yeah, Candace, you don't have to give us your exact location, but maybe your state or something. Yeah, let us know in general where you are if you don't feel comfortable giving us, the city or whatever. Okay, Glenn, you got your order from Walmart. 37 cans with 6 tinted cans, so I had no doubts. Okay, so the Keystones all came through dead free. That's a good sign. I hope mine does that tomorrow. Dave and his wife went to Wendy's the other day. They were shutting down early. Okay, that's an example. That's kind of what we've been
Hardee's.
experiencing. Huh?
Hardee's.
Yeah, Hardee's in our area was doing that. I think they went to a drive-through only for supper because they didn't have enough to run the dining room and the inside registers and things. And I've noticed a lot of people complaining, even with a drive-through, how slow they are. They just don't have enough people to keep it moving. Aliru says, ironically, DoorDash is either swamped with drivers or decreasing demand in her area. Side gig decline this month. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Aliru was doing that. So yeah, you had that side gig. So yeah, Jane Doe, that's what, we started talking earlier. A lot of these restaurants now, like you said, a $3 coffee. A lot of these restaurants, I'm getting emails, some people showing me notices from some of the restaurants. They're being forced to raise prices again. And that stinks. Hey, Yarn Prepper. Yeah, the value of a dollar, even though they're giving away dollars, the value of the dollar is going to start suffering. We're not getting the same amount of items. I get emails from some of you that talk about, how much they're used to spending at the grocery store, and they would get a full cart of groceries. And now that same amount of money, they're getting like half a cart. Whether it's just the price increases or so yeah, things are different and changing. I'm trying to scroll back up here because I think I've lost. Oh, Bill's here. Hey, Bill. Yeah, look, there's a lot of changes going on, and look, just hold on. There's no reason to panic, but with all the changes that are going on, not just in our country, I get emails from people in Canada, Australia, Great Britain. There's changes going on everywhere. Just hold on. And I brought this up a couple weeks ago. We've got a lot of enemies. A lot of people that want to do cyber attacks, right? They want to shut down things. And it sounds like they're getting paid off. So if they're getting paid off, what's that going to make them do? It's going to make them go after us even more because they're getting paid. And I believe daily that there's people trying to shut down things and to cause chaos and confrontations. And just hold on, because we talked about stackable events. All it takes is just a few stackable events to happen, and all of a sudden now we're in a whirlwind of spin. Yeah, I'm just kind of catching up with you. Hillbilly Prepper. Oh, that's the Euro cents currently. Yeah, because I brought that up earlier. Thank you, Hillbilly. Yep. Hey, while I'm thinking about it too, I haven't mentioned it yet. We're a little ways into the video. If you don't mind, if you hit the thumbs up button on the video, that's helpful. I appreciate that. In the past, some people are like, how do I hit the thumbs up for your video? Well, you have to close out the chat. It's kind of confusing. So if you close out the chat, then you can see, there's the thumbs up and the thumbs down button. Hit the thumbs up, and then go back, hit the chat button, the live chat button, and that pulls your feed back up so you can see the comments again. So that's kind of how that goes. So thank you. I saw some of you just jump on and do that. So thank you for doing that. It's easy to forget when I'm on people's channels and things, and I forget sometimes. So it's always good to kind of have a reminder out there, especially before you head off to bed or something. Go hit that thumbs up on the way out. So that's the restaurant updates. And like I said, I don't know, maybe a lot of people, I get it. You don't eat out because of prices. And look, we're all trying to save money. A lot of times, some of the eating out foods too is not good for you. So you're trying to eat healthy. You've got your own recipes. You've got your own routine that you go through. But the word on the street, there's a lot of craziness going on with the restaurants right now, small businesses. And I feel bad for them. It's been a rough year that they've had this past year. And now they're ready to open their doors. They're ready to get back up and running. And they're getting hit with higher food cost. And then they're also getting hit, with people not coming back to work. So I could see how somebody who owns their own business, that they could be frustrated right now trying to make a decision. What do we do? And that's kind of where they're at. Yeah, Lorna says some restaurants have limited menus. They've had to narrow down instead of this being able to get everything that they normally serve. They're narrowing it down to a limited amount, something that they can manage, something that they can handle. Yeah, building materials, medicine. Hey, real quick, I don't know if we have any watching us tonight. I always like to think that there are people that are new preppers and they're here to try to get information and to learn things. I have gotten some messages from a couple people this past week that they say, hey, we are brand new to prepping. They say, hey, we like your channel. We like the people of this channel. And that's what makes House of Prep. It's the whole house. It's the whole family here. And they read your comments. So guys, first of all, hats off to you. Congratulations. You guys are making a difference just in your comments and all the Thursday videos. That's where I get a lot of these comments from, are the Thursday videos. People love reading your guys' comments. They do. They love it. They tell me. And they said that I learned so much stuff from this channel and from the people that leave comments, that they come every single week because they know that they're going to be able to glean some gold little nuggets from the comment section. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. So with that being said, some of them are like still trying to get up and running. They're still trying to figure out the baby steps. How do we get going? And I've said this before, when I first made this channel, I never wanted it to grow past a certain level as far as topics, that I wanted it to always be a lifeline right there weekly to pull the new preppers in. So let's always remember that. Let's always keep that in mind. There's always somebody brand new to prepping that's coming into House of Prep looking for help. And I've gotten the emails. I've got them. And they're looking for suggestions and ideas. So I just want to give a quick, if you're new to prepping, first of all, you're at a great place here. Great family environment here. You got lots and lots, not me, lots and lots of people that have been doing this their whole life. Okay, they've been living, they're knowledgeable, lots. Okay, newbie here, thank you. God's country, thank you for shouting out. So that's good. They're there, guys. They're there. Some of them are like, I don't want to throw my name out there, guys. I'm a little nervous or I'm a little shy because I'm still getting to know it. But right there's one that says, hey, I'm new. So yeah, get out of the cities. That could be a step one, but yeah, okay, let's start smaller than that. What I want to say to the new preppers, look, go through what you guys eat on a regular basis. Don't get sucked into that, going out and buying all this stuff that nobody likes. Because when it's time to eat it, especially if you have to eat it by an expiration date, and everybody, the kids are looking at you, your spouse is looking at you, and like, we're not eating that. So don't prep things that nobody's going to eat. Don't get sucked into that. That's panic buying. Don't get sucked into the panic buying. Buy things that everyone's going to eat. Oh, I see Joy making an appearance. She's trying to be stealthful to show me something here. We caught part of her on film.
I can't see my glasses.
She's getting old. She can't see with her glasses, guys. That's her testimonial. But don't get sucked in to the panic buying. Buy what your family is going to eat. Yes, read the labels. I think Jane Doe and I were talking about that, and she's very adamant. Read the labels, ingredients. Try to find stuff that is real. And yes, sometimes it has some extra salt and things, but make sure you're reading the labels and the ingredients of things that you're buying. I thought that was great advice. And secondly, when you find out what your menus are and what the things that you guys like to eat, look, stock up extras on everything. I'm not just talking about food, your medicines. If you guys rely on like Dayquil and NyQuil, get your Dayquil and NyQuil, buy a backup. That's the first, just for baby steps. Okay, get a backup to your meds. If you use Excedrin like I do, that's your go-to. When I get a bad headache, that seems to be the only thing that works for me. Then you know what? Get a backup to that. It might be Tylenol, it might be aspirin, whatever. Get backups to all that stuff. Cleaning supplies, your Tide, your bleach, your wipes. Get a backup to everything. The toilet paper, but food.
What's this?
Which one? A Berkey's filter, water filtration system. Yeah, so water stuff. If you're brand new to prepping, start looking at getting some sort of a water filtration. So Berkey is a bigger one, a little more money. The first thing you get is some sort of a Life Straw, or they have a few other brands that you can get, the minis and things. Get you some sort of, Sawyer Mini, that's it. And thanks, Dave. Yeah, only buy what you eat. Don't buy from China if you can help it. Look, guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. If I'm buying stuff and all I can find is something made from China and I need it, I'm buying it. I mean, if it's on a good price and it's reliable, I'm guilty. I've done it. But if it's a prep item, it's something that I just want to have, I need it, I'm going to buy it. But yeah, if you can, choose American. Choose that first if you can. And for all of our Canadian and Great Britain friends out there, we'd buy them from you too. So don't worry about that. But yeah, get backups to all those things. Look, food, again, some people like stock up rice and beans and things, and yeah, you can survive on that stuff. But again, if the kids are looking at you like, I ain't living on rice and beans for the rest of my life. So mix it up. Get some different things, some different items that you use, backups to everything. Look at your pantry, write it down, buy a backup to everything that you use. Ketchup, mustard, condiments, barbecue sauce, you got your canned foods. If you're used to carrying like 4 cans of green beans, we'll make it 8. Get a backup to everything that you normally used to have. Now, that'll take you a little bit. You just doubled everything. So congratulations. If you get to that point, you just doubled everything. So now you can start focusing on, okay, well, what things will keep, check a little longer for dates and things, start look and slowly grow to where, hey, now I can survive an event for a month. And make that your first goal. You guys can sit down and realistically say, if something hit the fan and we literally had to live on what is in the house, we could easily make it a month. That would be a great goal. That's a great first goal that you could reach. And then you slowly extend it beyond that. And then beyond that, that's a different conversation. But for the new preppers, that's what I want you to think about. Think about going to there. So anyway, that's a good shout out right there. That's a good start, kickoff to the newer preppers.
There's a lot in the comments that are good information.
Yeah, and guys, look, if you're like me, I like to go back after these videos, no matter what video I do. I like to go back and reread the comments. So my wife's testified, all right, Joy has testified that there's a ton of great comments already in this live stream. So if you're watching this video tomorrow, like on Saturday, on Sunday, or after this is over, go back and watch this video and click on watch it with the live comments so you can see all the comments coming through. There's no way that I can keep up with all of them. It's impossible. I I try my best, and like I said, Joy will point a few of them out to me. Yeah, Jane Doe says, hungry is not when your kids tell you they are not going to eat something. Hungry is when they are asking for food, but you have nothing to give. So remember that. That's a great point. That's a great thought. That's kind of what got me started in prepping some years ago, is I just always thought about my kids and what it would be like if they come up to me and say, Daddy, I'm really hungry, and I had nothing to give them. I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like that thought. It became reality to me to think that. And then we've had events over the last few years of things that could have spun in that direction. And those were reminders of why we prep. And we want to keep heading down that. So keep doing what you're doing, guys. You guys are doing great. And if you're new to prepping, hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's so many great little tidbits of information all scattered through all the videos. And you'll definitely pick up on some things. Lots of great, knowledgeable people here. So I'm trying to look here. Hillbilly Prepper says, whether you need seeds or not, every time you're at a place that sells seeds, buy a pack. Yeah, buying seeds. If you're new to prepping, look, I am also on a journey. Okay, so don't ever let me think that I've arrived. Everyone here will tell you, I'm kind of like their pet project, some of these people. I'm kind of like their puppy. Yeah. I'm the mascot. I'm going through a lot of firsts in my prepping journey. The beginning of this year, right before the last frost came, I began planting a lot of seeds. And I've started my first patio garden in 5-gallon buckets, and I went all out. I've got them all over the deck. They're growing great. I've spent a lot of time out there. I've learned so much. I've learned how to self-pollinate because I don't have pollinate. Hold on, time out. Hold that thought on the garden. Which one? Candace. That's perfect. You do great keeping Jerry on track and also hydrated. I hope he gives you a lot of appreciation, preferably in back or foot rubs. Okay, that's why my wife pointed that out. All right, Candace. Okay. All right, y'all are putting me on the hook here. Okay. Yeah, but so don't worry about. Yeah, if you've never done a garden before, look, I did not. I promise you, I'm not joking. I've never had a green thumb my whole life. I've never delved into it. Yeah, Dave just says Jerry is a green thumb now. I've never done it. To this extent. I've had maybe a couple tomato plants, and that would be the extent of my gardening, right? But I've done so much with learning gardening and fighting off the pests. You've heard about my battles with the cucumber beetles, and I've been fighting them daily. Every morning I'm out and eliminating them. Keeping the garden staying healthy and green and lush and fruitful. And things are growing. Tomatoes are kicking off now. Cucumbers are starting to really go. And trust me, I'll be bringing them on video when the cucumbers arrive. So I recommend learning that skill. And a lot of people on here will tell you, they've been telling me, Jerry, when are you going to start canning? And I said, I've got a goal. I'm planning to can by this fall. At the end of summer, what's that?
We got to get our veggies.
I've told Joy this, and I've told some of the folks here, in my mind, I want to do the veggies first. I wanted to focus all my efforts on the garden, get the veggies cranking, rolling, and they're going to be. If it produces like they're starting to produce, I'm going to have a lot of vegetables. And my satisfaction in that, I wanted to be able to can some of those, because that's just in my mind, that's what I wanted to do. I know I could go to the farmer's market or some sale items. Yeah, nudge on the canning, start supply stock now. Yeah, no, luckily I have been buying the jars, the ball jars. So I have been stocking up a little bit on those. I'm almost to the point of canning. Like I said, I kind of set aside just a small little window, a budget, and it's not going to cost a whole lot. I'm looking at what, 80 to $100 for a decent canner. Yeah, Dr. Herbalist, yeah, tomatoes will not feed you. You're right. Yeah, I can't just rely on that, but you know what? They're good. It'll be a good start. But learn a new skill, guys. That's what I'm saying. And I realized I didn't have pollinators. So like my stuff wasn't, they were shriveling up and dying, and I realized I have to self-pollinate. So I did. I started self-pollinating, and everything just taken off. And I'm praying for, remember I joked about being a bee herder, right? Remember the herder? Not keeper. I was going to be a bee herder. I was going to herd some bees so I don't have to pollinate anymore. So that's still in the works. But yes, but I am going to be canning. Absolutely 100%.
Your mom is fussing at you.
My mom's fussing at me. What's she saying?
So you need to go ahead and start your meat.
Oh, all right, mom is on me. Look what you guys have done. You guys have turned my mom against me now. She's on me. She says I need to go ahead and start canning.
Meat.
On the meat. I need to start canning it. Where is she? I don't even see her on here. Oh, wait. There she is. Mama K. So you guys got my mom on me now, so it looks like it may be happening sooner than fall. Yeah, Aliru says, have you bought a soda stream so you can keep making Diet Pepsi? Oh, man. That would be gold, right? If I could keep this going during an apocalypse or something, right? In fact, I got to get a drink now. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm spoiled. Okay? Hey,
Man.
no comments from the penis section unless you're going to come on camera. Yeah. But I am. I've got the caffeine, you know, the Diet Pepsis, the little things I like. Yeah, it's going to be rough for the first few weeks of a SHTF situation. When you know I have at night when I'm sleeping, you know I have that fan addiction. Is there anybody else here that has a box fan addiction? I got family members raising their hand. You know, I think I've trained them right or wrong. But yeah, having that fan, you know, at night, there's little things like that, man, if I had to live without, it's going to be rough. It's going to take me a while. Okay, I see a lot of yeses, me. And I was talking with somebody on the comments, I think it was this morning, they were saying how they have to have a fan every night, even in the winter time.
Yep.
We do. We have 2 box fans just blasting full speed in the middle of winter. We got to have them. All right, you got to have the box fan. So if you're a prepper, make sure you get some kind of a fan backup. And I showed you my little fan backup I started, which, by the way, a lot of you guys gave me a lot of great suggestions for trying some other fans too, for little portable fans, little battery operated or plug-in USB fans. That was one of the ones I said. Okay, him fan, me heating pad. Go figure. Right. So you plug in that heated blanket, right? So you get it as cold as you can. You got fans blowing. It's wintertime. It's 0 degrees outside. And you guys are running fans, right? So, but that's something I deal with. So if I'm going to survive, that's what we're going to do. Hey, Dr. Herbalist says on a serious note, rabbits are so easy for a meat source. Absolutely. I agree with that. I remember as a child going to Somerset, Kentucky to my great-grandparents. They're no longer around. And they had rabbits. They raised rabbits in Kentucky. And I remember feeding them. Now, I thought they were pets. They were out in the cages, right? And, you know, yeah, Jane Doe. Yeah, my email should be in the video description on any of my videos. So if you go into one of my videos, go to the video description, you'll kind of see stuff, and then like near the bottom it'll show email. So if you want to send me email, please. Thank you. I used to feed the rabbits. I'm thinking, oh, these are the pets. So I found out one of those nights I was staying there for a week with my great-grandparents, and found out it wasn't fried chicken I was eating that night. It was little Fluffy, the one that I made friends with,
You never know.
Yeah, so I shouldn't have named him. That's what Joy said. You never name your rabbit, all right? You just, you give them what you got to give them, and then, But hey, I tell you what, though, when they told me, I was like, you know what? It was good. Of course, great-grandmothers, you know how they are. They can whip something up out of nothing. Just give them a bag of flour and some salt and stuff, and man, they'll whip up all kinds of food. So that was awesome. Yeah. So yeah, rabbits. But like I also saw somebody say, shout out for Somerset. Okay, so some of you all know about Somerset. But yeah, rabbits are lean. Which that reminds me. Hey, is anybody watching the new season of Alone? I am. Our family is. It's been coming on every Thursday night. I hate watching it live. I hate watching. I like to fast forward through the commercials and stuff, or I like to binge watch Alone because it can kind of get long going through commercials, and but I'm watching it with my kids being in town and stuff. We're enjoying watching Alone. So this year's kicked off. I'm not going to give away anything. Somebody did already have to be pulled. They had to tap out. Yeah, Alone LC is on the History Channel. It comes on Thursday nights, about 8:30 Central Time. So depending on where you live. And it could check your zone. It could come on at a little bit slightly different time for you. But it is the History Channel. If you go to history.com in Alone, it'll actually have a whole section. It'll talk about the rules, the items that they're allowed to bring or to choose from. They pick 10 items off of these lists. They're playing for $500,000. It's not really playing. I mean, they're working. It's survival. I mean, it's fun to watch because I like to think scenario stuff. And it makes me think in my mind, if I was there and I'm watching them do that. So, some people take it or leave it. I've heard some people say they don't like it, and that's okay. I like to imagine myself, what would I be doing? Yeah, there's threats there. Yeah, there are big bears there, Jenny. Yep. They're in an area in Canada. Yeah, and you Canadians got some grizzlies up there. So, yeah. So, yeah, they have certain rules and restrictions and things they have to follow. But yeah, if you pull up history.com, it'll kind of explain it to you. You can probably pull up some previews. Actually, I think you can go back and pull up previous seasons, maybe. Watch some of the episodes. Netflix, if you have Netflix, I think they have 1 or 2 seasons that you could watch and just binge watch it. But it's fun to watch because these people are out there and they're dealing with stuff, and it makes you kind of wonder, wow, could I do something like that? Or what do I need to learn to become more like that? So it's kind of neat. I kind of like watching it for that reason. So I'm watching up here. I see Glenn saying I'm addicted to something. I'm not quite sure what I missed something.
The fan.
The fan? Okay. So yeah, the fan addiction is real. It's rampant. It's not just me. Yeah, see you guys talking about some water purification. That's a great, yeah, if you guys get some tablets and things for your water purification, some bleach, just to have on hand. Remember, backups to everything. So keep the backups, guys. Look, it's easy to get off track of your prepping. It's easy. Things get quiet on the news. You don't hear a lot of chatter going on, and so everyone's like, oh, I guess I don't need to prep anymore. And yeah, that's true. You just have to be careful. If you're new to prepping, keep it on the down low. When people panic in society, if they know who has all the food and has been prepping, guess who's going to come to your door? Who's going to come pay a visit at you? So best case is just keep it on the down low. You don't have to announce it. You don't have to tell your family. You don't have to tell all your friends. Now, if you love them and you're trying to encourage them to do it, that's great. But don't show all your cards. I haven't played a lot of poker in life. But that's one thing that I did learn is you don't show your cards. You're supposed to kind of keep them close to you. I think that's a little bit like that with any type of prepping that you do. Just kind of hold it close to you. It's okay to kind of maybe talk about survival and preparing for the situations and having, but don't show all your cards. I know I haven't shown all my cards even on YouTube.
What about me?
So yeah, I'm trying to show Joy. Yeah, I'm trying to show all my cards about Joy, but I told her I want her to have her own premiere video one day, and maybe her cooking something or showing one of her recipes. But we're working on that. So y'all keep encouraging Joy. Yeah, Dave, I saw you got that 308, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so Melissa, some people that you can trust. And it's good to have a network of people to a certain extent. People that that you can trust, because when something goes wrong, I always believe there's safety in numbers. And I believe that in any type of scenario that happens in life, it's good. I know my mom, I don't know if you're still watching this. Is she still here? All right, Joyce says my mom's on here. Remember Y2K? Look, my mom was ready for Y2K. Y'all remember that? My mom was prepared. And we knew the place to go was my mom's house. In fact, I think we were there. I think we spent the night or something. I don't remember going into midnight. We were ready. And but that was the place to be, was my mom and dad. So, I knew she was prepared. And she was always been a prepper before I even knew what a prepper was. So she's always been like that. So I learned a lot from my mom. But yes, there she is. I see her laughing there. So, yep. So you know what I'm saying. You know the people that you can trust. But that was good advice. Yep, numbers can turn on you. So bottom line is, kind of use your gut, use your best judgment. But guys, be careful, okay? Don't spread yourself too thin on the info. Keep the intel low, okay? Yeah, Jane Doe said be careful of the bleach, and that's true. If you use bleach for your water, like I have a creek out back, so if I brought that in, if I put too much bleach in it, it's not going to go good, all right? So make sure you know your ratios. Let's see, Lorna, I lost it here. Look over here. I stored canned chili under a card table for Y2K. We lived in a tiny apartment, and I still prep. Yeah, so a lot of you remember that. Yeah, guys, look, in a survival situation, don't be your own death sentence. It's already going to be hard. It's already going to be rough. Don't add to the problems. Please. Safety first by all means. Please, do your research, get informed. And that's what I was talking about, learning new skills. Learning the garden, learning canning, learning safety, learning ratios, how to treat water, learning that. I have a big 6-gallon jug. On that jug, I have a piece of tape. And actually, I should have brought it up here. This wasn't planned. But yeah, it shows this is a 6-gallon jug. I wrote on there, not just for me, but any in my family that would need to know how much bleach. And I think for that, I can't remember. It's a teaspoon or I'm just trying to remember. I could be wrong. But tablespoon maybe. But it's an exact measurement of how much bleach you would need to put in this 6-gallon jug to disinfect the water. So, put little notes like that, because what if you're not there and your family needs it to survive? So help them out a little bit, especially if you have children. Make it easy for people to step in your shoes if you're not there, and to keep the ball rolling. To be able to understand, okay, this is how I do this. Teach your kids. You saw I had my kids on video the other day. While they're here in town for a few weeks, I'm showing them the garden. I'm just kind of introducing things to them. It doesn't hurt to let them know that there's things in life that they can do, and I can do it, and I'm showing them I can do it, and if I can do it, any of y'all can do it. Yeah, hurricane season. the Floridians right now, you guys are getting ready for hurricane season. So right now is the time to get ready, guys. Don't wait. Look, I lived in Florida, so I know what it's like. I would always get prepared ahead, but as soon as something got reported, and here comes a hurricane, everybody's waited to the last minute to go to the store, and what happens? Parking lots fill up, lines line up, they're out of everything, everybody's bought up everything, because they waited to the last minute. Panic buying. We talked about that earlier. Don't panic buy, guys. Play it smart. Get the sales. Save your money. Buy things on sale. Buy them because you want them, not because you have to have them. When you have to have them, you end up wasting money. So Lorna says that models are showing that they may get a storm in a week. All right, Lorna, I know you're ready. Lorna, I know you're ready for that storm. So, but hey, if you're in Florida, do it. Hey, TG, you're never too late. Jump on in. That's all right. Get the company on. Tell the company, hey, you know what, company? It's House of Prep time. Y'all pull up a chair. It's time to watch Jerry. That's what you tell your company. No, I'm just joking. Some of y'all don't want to tip because you'd be doing that. You'd be like, the family's coming over. You're like, all right, family, hey, time out. Yeah, I know we're eating dinner, but I got to pull up House of Prep. Yeah. So I'm glad you made it, TG. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Jerry TV. Oh, wow. Yeah, the world's in trouble, guys. The world is in trouble. Yeah, I see you guys have a couple side. Look, I love it when you guys have side combos going. That's awesome. Yeah, okay, TG said, yeah, the company, your kids. And see, they know where to go. TG, I was just saying that about my mom. We were talking about Y2K. And I was like, we knew where to go years ago when I was younger. I was like, I know where to go. It's my mom's house. We're covered. Yeah, see, kids know, don't they? All right, I'm just kind of catching up here. Yeah, you guys got a lot of different conversations going. That's good. Yeah, Carrie, that's a great idea. Having extra water put up just for the sake of flushing your toilet. Perfect. Absolutely. Hey, does anybody have any of those bathtub water bobs? I think they call them the bobs. It fills up the entire bathtub and you fill that sucker up with water. It was all like, I don't even know, 55 gallons of water or something. So you could store some serious water when you knew something was on its way. Yeah, remember, if you bug out, yes, squatters aren't welcome. AV prepping say Jendo is 100%. All chances are is not going to be a complete meltdown, but hard times possible. Yeah, in my mind, I always like to look at the bright side of things. I like to look at the glass as half full. I like to believe we're never going to be in a full-blown meltdown on anything. But my mindset tells me, you know what? You just be prepared. And you just be ready. Because you have no control over an event, a catastrophe, a mistake, something that somebody else does in life. I hope it never does that. But yeah, you definitely want to be prepared either way. Okay, so some of you guys are doing the same thing. Yep, storing the soda bottles just to be able to have extra water.
JT has the water bottles.
Oh, JT did it? Hold on, let me scroll up.
He just says he has them.
JT did? Mm-hmm. Okay, JT said they have one of the water bobs. Nice. Oh, there it is. 100 gallons. Okay, that's more than I thought. See, I've got a lot of room under my house, and it was super hot and humid today, so I went under there just to see, and it was fairly cool. I could tell it was slightly humid on the crawl space, but it's not a crawl space. You could actually stand up and walk around with plenty of room. And I was thinking, like, that would be a great place to maybe store some extra water just for the flushing or things like that. Dr. Herbalist says 150 gallons will last about 3 weeks for 4 people. Look, guys, have backup plans for your water. I've felt what it's like to be thirsty and to be dehydrated, and it's not pretty. Food, I don't like being hungry. Nobody likes being hungry. So obviously we stock up food. But man, you run out of water, you're not going to like that. You think it's bad being hungry, it's horrible being thirsty. Okay, it's just 20 times worse. So bad driver Cam. It's why your relationship with God is the most important. Prep, absolutely, I agree with that. Absolutely, have a great relationship with God. I agree 100% with that. Yeah, having the well pumps with hand pumps. Yeah, if you could find or create a secondary water source. I even have a super large tarp. Perfect to hang off my deck, to scoop down, funnel things into a big drum of some sort. Work on rain catching. If you can rain catch, I happen to have a creek that's out in my backyard in the woods. I have access to that creek. In fact, my son and I were down there. We were looking for wild blackberries. We couldn't find any. We think we found some bushes. There's a lot of, they seemed like they were younger bushes, and there are a lot of birds back there. But we were looking for wild blackberries, and we weren't successful. But the creek was running, and I was just reminded what a great water source if you had to get some water in a situation to be able to grab that. Yeah, Jane Doe said 3 minutes without air. So yeah, air is even more important, guys. You got to have air. So keep your air going. But yeah, seriously, air, water, even more important than food. Shelter, absolutely. In fact, that's why I like watching Alone. I enjoy watching some of the shelters they build on that show Alone. It's a lot of fun seeing, but they burn a lot of calories, guys, doing it. They go through a lot of water.
Mama Kay says cash on hand.
Yeah, Mama Kay said cash on hand. Again, because we have some newer preppers on here, keep some cash on hand. Don't just rely, hey, I could just run to the bank, I could just run to the ATM machine, because if there was some kind of a cyber attack on the power grid or run on the banks of any sort, any type of scenario, you want to have cash on hand. It's just have some put up, pretend it doesn't exist, put it away, and it's there for emergencies only. And that way, if you did need to get a hold of some cash to be able to get some first immediate needs, you would definitely have that. Don't get caught. And we've run into before, guys, even this past year, some places were like accepting cash only because they were having issues. So you look like, I don't have cash. Oh, I just have a card. Well, you can't buy your stuff. So, I always personally carry some cash on me, and then there's some cash put up. Just have some extra because you never know what you're going to need. That's just life. So I'm reading here. Smaller denominations, yeah. Sometimes if they can't break the larger bills, Sherry, that's a great point. Don't just have a stack of hundreds, because you may only be wanting to spend $30, and they're like, well, sorry, if you want it, you're just going to have to let me have the whole 100. Oh, bummer. So yeah, keep some smaller bills on hand too. Great point. Yeah, exactly. There won't be ATMs. Yeah. Who said that, Glenn? All right, Glenn. Half full or half empty? Who cares? Keep your hands off my glass. Yeah, I'm sure that's referencing to my glass is half full, right? Yeah, some people will be gouging. That's right. I haven't seen Patty B, TG. Yeah, Patty B's usually on here with some updates. You know what? Did we see Patty on the Thursday video in the comments? I don't think I remember seeing Patty on there. Which, guys, there's a lot of comments on the Thursday video. If you haven't been back on the Thursday from yesterday, the Thursday video, gone through the comments, there's a lot of comments on there. Yeah, exactly, doctor. I'm just going to call you Doc. Yeah, cash is going to be the immediate needs because after everything kind of looms, cash is going to tank because you can't eat cash. Once everybody starts realizing that things aren't getting better, yeah, 500 comments for about Keystone. Lorna, you ain't wrong. Yeah, we had some serious talks about that Keystone. So if you guys want to catch up on those, you got to go back to yesterday's video. Yeah, but at some point in an SHTF situation, if it lingers, it prolongs, it doesn't right itself, they can't get things back up online. They can't fix the problem, and it continues to get worse. And people sense that. People realize all of a sudden, I can't eat this cash. So now it's all of a sudden, what do you have to barter? Or what do you have to trade?
You can live on love.
But yeah, have enough cash, though, to get you through those initial stages. Because we've seen it. A lot of times something starts heading down the wrong track. They right the ship. And they get it back on track. So in that case, you're good. You're golden. You've been prepped. You got prepared. You're good to go. If it lingers a little longer, yeah, that cash will lose its value real quick. Yeah, Melissa, I saw that. The Keystone, it dropped for me yesterday. And I jumped on it. As soon as it dropped, I picked up some more cans. Yeah, I remember watching some of the shows. Have you ever watched The Walking Dead? They'd come across stacks of cash. They don't, like I said, it become very unimportant, super unimportant very quickly. They're looking for food and supplies and medicines, and that cash is just worthless. That's when it gets to those points, right? Yeah, South Colorado Steader. I know some people get this little bit of silver, a little bit of gold, because those are things they can barter and trade that hold their value in that sense. Yeah, Arlene, you're right. Yeah, The Walking Dead's great. I'd watched them from the beginning, and just a lot of fun. Hey, Jenny, I see you're heading out, so good night. Critters get up early. Yeah, they do. Look, chores don't wait, so you go get some rest. And just as a reminder, too, I hadn't said something here since the beginning. If you guys don't mind, especially if you're starting to get off, and we'll probably wrap it up here in a minute. But yeah, hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. I know in the past some people would ask, hey, how do I hit the thumbs up button during the video? Well, you have to close your chat. You hit the little X, it'll close the chat temporarily. And then you can see the thumbs buttons. You hit that little thumbs up button, and then you can hit the live feed chat again, and it'll pull back up. So that's a little trick in case you're looking for that. How do we hit the thumbs up button? But I appreciate it. I know a lot of you already have, so thank you. 59 more cans of Keystone. Nice. Oh, TWD is The Walking Dead. If you have never seen it, it's been on AMC. I know for a while Netflix used to have it. I don't know if they still do. AMC, you might have a way to get it through them if you have never seen it. Yeah, The Walking Dead, it's a great, just a survival series, obviously zombies. And I've heard people say this all the time, and I think there's a lot of truth to it. If you're prepped to survive a zombie apocalypse, you could probably handle just about anything. So you're ready for whatever disaster comes your way at that point. Still on Netflix? Okay, good. Thank you, Aliru. It looks too scary. It has a couple scary moments, but it's, there is human relationships. But then we talked about earlier how people turn on each other. That shows a great example of that. That not necessarily the zombies are their greatest enemy. And in all reality, a lot of episodes and a lot of seasons, that's not the case. It's other humans. And that's why they were saying earlier, just be careful of who you trust and who you share information with, because let's just be real, humans can be your greatest enemy. That's just, even greater than the problem you're dealing with. It's the human element that gets added to it. Yeah, Negan, which he's a great actor, by the way. He nailed it. He nailed that part of Negan. I mean, I'm not lying. Perfect actor for that role. He nailed it. Yeah, Aliru, exactly. And I was talking with my family about that, with extra, here comes Joy, with extra veggies and things, either bartering or just saying, hey, neighbor, I've got some extra vegetables and things. What a great opportunity to make connections with your neighbors. Because in a situation where you may be called upon, whether it's security for your neighborhood or to come together as a community, to already have a relationship. Yeah, what a great time. Who are you? You're my neighbor, but I don't know you and I don't trust you. Build up some sort of a relationship if you're able to. So, was there something you're looking for? It's probably up here. All right, hold on, guys. Joy's on the track here. I got to scroll up here. Do you remember who it was?
Mary Max. Mary Max Katz has had eye surgery today, so she's only listening.
Mary Katz?
Mary Max.
Oh, I see it. Mary Max. I see you, Mary. She says that she's here. She had eye surgery today, so she's listening, not able to read much. So I totally get that. Mary, we're glad you're here listening. I'm sorry that the only voice that you're hearing is mine. You heard Joy a little bit, so that's like that angel in the background, right? I'm sorry that the only voice you're hearing is mine right now. You can take my word for it that if you were able to read all the comments, there's a lot of great comments in here, a lot of great people here, and I wish that we could get them all on here talking. That'd be great. Yeah, so thank you, Joy. Yeah, Dave, you're right. Yeah, Joy, she helps keep me straight. Like I said, a lot of times there's so many comments coming through, it's hard. Yep, okay. Mary, people are saying that they say hi. Lorna's saying hi. Aliru, TG, they're saying feel better. So you've got a lot of supporters here. Everyone's praying for your swift recovery. The comments are coming in. So, hey, Erica from Australia, glad you made it in here. We're going to be wrapping up soon though, but you can go back and kind of catch up too. Trini Baby's here. Dave, Mary, everybody's telling you, sending you a lot of well wishes. So hope you recover from your surgery. And yep. Hey, I know a lot of people have been kind of coming in and out of the video before we leave as well. Aliru's father passed away this past week, and they had the funeral. Not to bring this back up, Aliru, we're having a great time, and I know it's a good distraction for you, but I want to make sure that the rest of the family that's kind of jumped in here late in the video, remember Aliru in your thoughts and prayers. Her father passed away, and that's worth mentioning one more time. So just to bring that up. So, and again, not to keep that wound opened up, but it's nice to spread that word around to friends and to have people thinking of you and praying for you, Aliru. So, yeah. So there's people on here that they feel you. They know what you're going through. So, yeah, it's been a great hour, Aliru. This has been a great hour. I love Friday nights. I know that sometimes I can't be on here on Friday nights. It's just logistics or different things going on. It just doesn't always work out that way. But when I can be here, I'm super grateful. I love being on here with you guys. It's a great time. I know we chat through the videos in the comments section, but it's nice kind of being live here and interacting in a little bit, and I enjoy doing that. So, well, guys, you know what? It's been a little over an hour, and I appreciate you guys. Some of you all been on here this whole time, and I appreciate you guys being here on a Friday night. On your way out the door, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. I appreciate that. Yeah, Lorna, I appreciate you. And moderators that are on here. I saw Lorna, Dave, Joy. I know we had a couple others that sometimes they're here. TG, or no. Is TG? No, not a moderator. I'm trying to remember who. I think that's the only moderators that have been on tonight. But I appreciate all the moderators that are on here that just kind of help in case they're needed. And you guys have a great night. You guys have a good weekend. Have a lot of fun. Keep your heads up. Keep prepping. Remember, don't get fearful. But just stay in the rhythm. Just stay in the prepping rhythm. And I will definitely catch you guys. Your first live. Oh, good. Hey, Trini, baby. Yeah, good. Your first live. I appreciate you being here. And everyone's saying bye, Joy. So, all right, guys. You guys have a great night. I'll see you guys this weekend.